Hi there, we are Luca and Tanya.
We could have stayed in our home country, the Netherlands. Get a huisje, grow a boompje, create a beestje.
Instead, we decided we wanted something different. We left everything behind to start a new life somewhere else. While searching for a new place to call our home, we are traveling in Central America and exploring everything there is to see. We're leaving the coast to go inland to more mountains and volcanoes. As we said in the last video, I was already sick when we left the coast. We had a 4-hour drive ahead of us to Turrialba, where we booked a hostel room to spend the night. Luke got sick a little before arriving in Turrialba, a really green area right in between several volcanoes. It's hard to believe we still made a video even in our conditions. After a lot of sleep and a lot of pit stops to the toilet, we were a bit better and we went to a nice Airbnb with views over the mountains. We're still not eating right, but sometimes a little pan, or bread, is doable. We're feeling sort of better again, and we are visiting Guayabo National Monument.
It's an archaeological site near the city of Turrialba. Only a small portion of the site has been unearthed and studied. This means very little is known about the ruins here. So we can make up our own story of what happened here. What is known is that it was populated about 3,000 years ago and then abandoned about 600 years ago. More than a century before the Spanish arrived in this area. No one knows why. I'd say it has something to do with 5G.
Wow, watch the sky! There's a rainbow in the cloud. Have you ever seen that? After leaving our nice little condo in the mountains, we are going high up to see the volcano Turrialba. It's been closed for several years due to volcanic activity, and it's super unclear now if it's open or not. We're just going to see for ourselves. Okay, so it's closed. On to find some food and a place to sleep.
It's quite weird sometimes traveling in COVID times, because lots of places are closed or deserted. Like the camping ground on the left, even the owners did not bother to show up. We called them though, and we could open the gate and pitch our rooftop tent.
After a cold night high up next to a volcano, we're doing a little morning hike. It's so green everywhere, and coldish too. We slept on the slopes of Volcán Irazu, and after our morning hike and packing up our tent, we're going to visit the volcano. With a tiny chimney, it's a lot easier to pack up the tent because we can reach everywhere from the ground. There we go. It seems the weather is a lot more hopeful to see more than we did with our first volcano, Poas, when we saw nothing but mist. It's magic. We're here early. 8 a.m. is the earliest you can visit, so it's not that early. But that means that we are right on time before the clouds join. There hasn't been enough rain for a lake in the crater, but the place still feels magical. It's places like this that make us think about our existence and the forcefulness of nature and how we take care of it. We're merely a people next to this giant volcano that can either make life for us as humans very difficult or either very good with its rich soils. The crater was extremely impressive, but also the views over the mountains around here are stunning. Got us some watermelons. This is Cartago, which we are passing on our way to Valle de Orosi. It's the most beautiful drive. Look at our setup. We have stunning views over the valley, and the weather is nice here too. Because obviously the day hasn't been filled with enough already, I end up working for a bit. It's me driving the Jimny for a second. And we're almost at the end already. We are leaving the valley through this huge dam, which serves several purposes here. It generates power, it helps control floods, and it has recreational facilities. Downstream, the same river also provides drinking water, up to 40% of the metropolitan city's needs. That's a lot. After a few days inland, we're making it down to the Pacific coast again. We have to pass huge mountains, and though the drive is supposed to be stunning with amazing views, we don't see anything. It's actually scary to drive, and I think we're driving like 10 kilometers an hour at some points. We'll see you again on the other side. Thanks for watching.